This evening, Venezuela stymieing attempts by UN Secretary General to bring closure to the border dispute. Stall at Stabroek Market found with 27 bags of ganja. PP Civic condemns the alleged rehiring of a former chief registration officer. Brave mother hands over her son to police while declaring his innocence. Sleep-in hotel on Brick Dam stormed by bandits last evening. In the region, Dr. Keith Rowley finds it ironic that the opposition is criticizing the same FATCA bill which they drafted. And internationally, Don King says the N-word while introducing Donald Trump in a church.
From Safetv headquarters in South Ramsgate Gardens, this is Safetv Headline News with Rihanna Ahmed.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel, as well as our website, safetvghana.com. Join us. Is the Venezuelan government stymieing efforts to bring the border controversy to a final resolution? Andrew Weeks reports that Mr. David Granger made an impassioned plea to the UN for protection against threats to Ghana's security.
Mr. President, I addressed this assembly last year and warned of the danger that Venezuela posed to the peace and security of our region, not by its internal instability, but by its external assault on Guyana's sovereignty and territorial integrity.
President David Granger, as he addressed the United Nations yesterday, Venezuela presented an unneighborly gift to Guyana on the event of its 50th Jubilee Independence celebrations by its repudiation of a border treaty it had signed 117 years ago and ratified and respected over 60 years ago, President David Granger said. Venezuela elevated its claims to Guyana's territory in May of 2015 in the aftermath of a major oil discovery in this country's waters and has since made a series of aggressive moves to pursue its case. President Granger seized upon this yesterday in unusually strong language. Listen.
Venezuela, for a full year since I spoke, has stalled every means as it intensified its aggression against Guyana and thwarted all of the Secretary General's efforts to pursue a way forward, at least in terms of a process that promises final resolution to this controversy.
Mr. Granger said Ghana is ready to go to the International Court of Justice to put an end to this matter. He also stated that he will work with the current
heart of the United Nations. It strikes at the heart of its trusteeship of the law of nations. It strikes at the heart of the charter which the Secretary General upholds. Guyana, a small state, must look to the United Nations for protection against threats to its security, for intervention for peace, and for respect for international law.
President Granger also noted that his plea for international understanding had nothing to do with Venezuela's internal troubles. He added that the ordinary people of the country were our sisters and brothers, that their agonies touched our hearts, and he wished them early relief from their agony. But he had more harsh words for the president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro.
Venezuela's claims, however, are a threat to Guyana's existence as an independent nation. They are
addressed with the appeal that Venezuela's aggression should not be allowed to threaten our children's future. Andrew Weeks reporting for Safetv2 Headline News.
Thanks, Andrew. An 18-year-old suspected bandit was on Tuesday handed over to police by his mother, Linda Kim Ford, who then took up position outside of the Brickdam police station to profess his innocence.
Auntie, oh, what for Kelsey Benjamin? Look, my child, you been this one there, this, and this one there 2 weeks ago, but this, his certificate. Ah, my child is not a murder man. The police force got to stop this thing.
Reports are that the Soesdijk East Bank Demerara team was in the company of another man when police observed them acting in a suspicious manner in the Stabroek Market area. The officers reportedly approached the two men, who then attempted to run away while allegedly opening fire. Running after the suspects, the police officers returned fire. The men escaped, but Benjamin was subsequently taken to the station by his mother.
charge up money for my son. Because he see running the confidence with the two and the children. He see running. He know he running, but he just fight. I want the president to look into this and the commissioner. Because he is not a bandit.
During the shootout, a 54-year-old bystander identified as Jean Rodriguez was shot in the lower back and is currently in a serious condition at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation.
That know that my colleague should he woman wrongfully. The one hold my son for what? Look at this, even this is the first school thing he get. What chase tacky over.
The Chase's Academic Foundation student is denying that he was in possession of a gun and fired bullets at the police. Investigations are, however, continuing. City Constabulary swooped down on a stall at Stabrook Market and found 27 bags of ganja. Andrew Weeks reports that Chief Enforcement Officer Mr. Langevine told the nation on its Monday edition of Cityscope that the hunt is on to bring the suspects to justice.
Last week Friday, City Constabulary swooped down on Section 7 of the Stabrook Market area and found a quantity of ganja or marijuana. Chief Enforcement Officer Mr. Langevine explained how it all went down on the Cityscope show on Monday evening.
We did a cordon and we had cause to sort several stalls. And one particular stall was searched and we unearthed a quantity of marijuana.
Cannabis
to even break the market, crowbar. We found the small building.
Found, Mr. Langevine said he is a known individual. Listen.
I must say this individual,
has he been arrested?
He was convicted.
Arrested
he was
and convicted?
No, he was convicted before. He was convicted before for the same stall where
he been arrested?
No, he escaped.
He escaped?
He escaped.
This newscast also understands that the owner of the stall is the suspect's grandmother, and the clerk of market has called her in for questioning. The stall has been ordered closed until the investigation.
It will be an ongoing exercise. We had another cordon and search today, this afternoon. You see, the objective is to at least smoking marijuana, selling of the marijuana, and even the crime with the chain snatching. And I must inform the public that we have had successes since we were here the last time. Like I said, we had a comprehensive. We are having the constabulary. We are having a comprehensive plan.
It's next level time, Guyana. Let's get ready for Love and Sunshine Destination Wedding Conference and Expo coming October 10 to 12 to Guyana, South America. Come enjoy company of Joy Agnes, Destination Wedding Specialist, Mark Jennings, TV host, lifestyle expert, Jacqueline Johnson, Destination Wedding Expert, Jerry Govaya, CEO Roraima Group, Angie Zimmerman, Floral Expert, Richard Markel, founder AFWPI, and Deborah Elias, certified master planner. Registration $250 US. Sponsorship info at joyagnesevents.com. Love and Sunshine Destination Wedding Conference and Expo, a must for all wedding professionals. See you there.
Custom design jewelry made to order in just 24 hours. Call at 222-7283 or visit us on Facebook at Raj Jewelry, because love deserves a ring.
John Lewis Styles introduces its VIP Rewards Card. Apply today and get special discounts on clothing, shoes, and accessories. Shop and save on your favorite brands by just showing your card. No points to accumulate or bills to keep. It's that simple. Apply today for your John Lewis Styles VIP Rewards Card. See store for more details. John Lewis Styles.
With a distinctive flavor, Umda Palka ghee is made from 100% pure vegetable oil. This Palka ghee is a delight when preparing sweetmeats and other dishes for healthy cooking with a rich buttery taste and aroma. It is used for religious purposes and is a principal fuel. Umda Palka ghee is light, pure, with a real ghee texture.
Broaden your horizons when thinking about investing long-term. Buying shares in one of the companies traded on the Ghana Stock Exchange allows you to participate in the success of that company. Unlike interest from banks, dividends from shares are tax-free, and profit from any increase in share price does not incur capital.
Levi's jeans, Docker shirts, and more at Clearance on Church Street. That's where you need to be. Take advantage of Clearance half-off birthday sale on Friday the 23rd of September.
Clearance. Quality clothing at affordable prices. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
When innovation and quality matters, Sylvie's Variety Store stand 13,000 vibrations per minute. So increase production faster with a perfect choice of construction equipment from Sylvie's Variety Store.
Enticing and the best in town, served hot from our experienced chefs. Come and enjoy our daily meals with a wide and delicious menu to choose from. Also a wide variety of pastries and we can also host your luncheons, cocktails, parties and formal gathering. For reservation call 225-1730, 225-0038 and delivery 225-0195 or 225-0159. The new thriving Chinese restaurant, 32 Main Street, Georgetown.
Only at Kissoon's can you get the guaranteed offer of up to 50% discount on every item in their blowout factory surplus sale. 50% off for Guyana's 50th anniversary right through the year. Check it out at their spacious factory outlet at Reinfeldt Industrial Park, where parking is no problem. They're in the mood to celebrate at Kissoon's. Once you want it, Kissoon's will make sure you don't leave without it.
Place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having Charlie trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
The alleged rehiring of Ronald Andy Jacobs by the Ghana Elections Commission points to a dark sign of what may follow. Or at least this is the contention of the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, who bases his criticisms on what he says is credible information.
Mr. Jacobs was a former Chief Registration Officer at GCOM prior to the 1992 elections. And he was responsible for what I would describe as messing up the voters list.
As a result of the discrepancies in the list of eligible voters,
Mr. Jacobs eventually had to go because even the then President Hoyt recognized that he was totally incompetent and was not worthy of performing the functions not only of a Chief Registration Officer, but a Chief Elect.
Having received information of Jacobs being back at GCOM, Rohi addressed letters of his concerns to both the Chief Elections Officer, Keith Lowenfield, and Chairman of the Commission, Dr. Steve Surjbali. As the PLP awaited an official response from GCOM, a usually reliable source told Headline News that Jacobs was never rehired by the Commission, noting that it is unlikely that he ever will be. You should note, citing his readiness to demit office. In the letter, Dr. Surge Valley outlined some recommendations aimed at strengthening the operations of the Gani. While Rohi firmly believes that one of the party's goals was achieved, it should be noted that this is not the first time that Dr. Surge Valley wanted to give up his chairmanship at GCOM. He attempted to resign back in 2006 when the PB Civic was.
Announcement has been.
The Ministry of Social Protection is making strides to help delinquent youths acquire the necessary skills so that they can provide for themselves and family. Andrew Weeks reports that the ministry also plans to make it a feature of the 2017 budget.
Minister of Social Protection, Valda Lawrence, said for 2017, she would partnership with other ministries who are willing to work with youths faced with struggles so that they may receive the necessary help. She made the comment to the Government Information Agency.
Control youths who have anger problems and so on, and presently should be dealt with differently in terms of us being able to help them. We're looking at that. That is something that we need to collaborate with other ministers on, and we're working on that.
Minister Lawrence also stated that her ministry would be working along with the Public Security Minister to help with the final draft of the juvenile bill to ensure that youths have a place in society.
We want to ensure that we have the requisite place to be able to work with those youths, to place them back in society so that they can become productive citizens. Not only to work with them, but we also have to work with their families so that what took them there is dealt with, those issues, and they don't go back into the families and fall into the same system again.
As for children, Minister Lawrence said her ministry will expand its services to meet their needs as well.
We want to do a few things in terms of the children. Most of the new things that will come in the 27 that we're asking for in the 2017 budget would be to give a higher level of service, to be able to employ more persons, to do more visitations with home, more training with our staff, so that they will be able to be equipped to deal with case and handling case matters.
It is Minister Valda Lawrence's vision to see Guyana's youths reach their potential in life, and according to the minister,
of the public is sought in apprehending those perpetrators who staged an armed robbery at the Sleeping Hotel on Church Street on Tuesday night. Staff members were held at gunpoint while the robbers secured over $90,000 in cash. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the confrontation. If anyone recognizes any of these photographs, please contact the nearest police station. Coming up on Headline News after the break, our regional and international news.
John Lewis Styles introduces its VIP Rewards Card. Apply today and get special discounts on clothing, shoes, and accessories. Shop and save on your Fix to Keep. It's that simple. Apply today for your John Lewis Styles VIP Rewards Card. See store for more details. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
With a distinctive flavor, Umda Paukagi is made from 100% pure vegetable preparing sweetmeats and other dishes for healthy cooking with a rich buttery taste and aroma. It is used for religious purposes and is a principal fuel for burning. Umda Paukagi is light, pure, with a real ghee texture.
Don't let this moment in history pass you by. Crazy. Every item is on sale right through this year in the Big Broad Factory Surplus Sale, up to 50% off for the 50th birthday at Kissoon's.
Places, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you have a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? And a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
News from the region now. In Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says members of the opposition are criticizing the exact same FATCA bill.
5 pages, when 100 pages is the exact document that she chose.
Despite the opposition leader's claims that they had insufficient time to review the voluminous draft tax information exchange bill that would introduce FATCA requirements into domestic law, the Prime Minister insists it's the same document that the former People's Partnership government accepted and signed.
What is the problem? And it was the same draft that was done, as Mr. Imbert just told you, under the public servants, the Chief Parliamentary Council that acted under that government is the same draft we brought to the Parliament. So in short, the people in the Parliament in the opposition are once again prepared to risk the future of the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
He said this opposition has consistently displayed a reluctance to support critical pieces of legislation.
Mrs. Prasad Bissessa asked for a meeting in the
news.
And internationally, boxing promoter Don King mistakenly says the N-word was
and sliding and gliding, Negro.
So, first of all, and smirking and smiling while he's making every comment about Negro and slips and says the N-word that I won't say on air. He has to know that the N-word is not anything that we smirk and grimace about, particularly not in church. And so I don't know who decided that Don King would be the best person to intro him, but even still, this.
I'm Rihanna Ahmad signing out from this newscast. Do have a blessed evening.